Welcome to Let's Wander, the travel and hiking vlog. In the previous episode of our Char Dham series, we took you to the ancient Triyuginarayan temple dedicated to Lord Vishnu near Kedarnath. The link for this episode and other episodes on Char Dham Yatra is shared in the description below. Do watch them. In this episode, we are going to take you to the breathtaking Kedarnath Yatra on foot. After finishing our darshan at Triyuginarayan, we drove back to Sonprayag. The rain had stopped, but the sky was still cloudy and drizzling. This Triyuginarayan Sonprayag route offers a breathtaking panoramic view of lush green mountains and towering Himalayan mountains covered in snow. Look at this view, how mind-blowing it is. Our captain Rakesh Bhai dropped us near the entrance of Sonprayag for the rest of our journey to Kedarnath. This is the main market of Sonprayag. You can drop some of your luggage in case it is too much to carry. You can also buy anything you forgot to carry from home, like the raincoats, umbrellas, etc. After walking over a kilometer distance, you come across this bridge. After crossing this bridge, you will get the jeeps to Gaurikund. Here they come. The jeeps are waiting for passengers to come. The scenario will be exactly opposite in the morning hours. There will be a huge crowd of pilgrims waiting in kilometers-long queues to board the jeep. It's a 5-kilometer drive to Gaurikund that takes around 30 minutes to reach due to the narrow ghat roads and frequent jams. Look at this queue. People are waiting for their turn to board the jeeps to Sonprayag. We booked a room at Sunil Hotel in Gaurikund for a night through the website called yatradham.org. The rooms and facilities here are just manageable, not up to the expectations. Whatever it is, staying in Gaurikund is a great advantage to start the trek early in the morning. We had our dinner and retired early to bed. Our yatra to Kedarnath began at 5 am after having a darshan of Gauri Mata at Gaurikund. The temperature must be around 2 degrees Celsius and it was a cold morning. Fresh in the morning, well excited and geared up, we began our trek to Kedarnath. Initially, the trek was not very difficult. After an hour's trek, the body became warm and the jackets which were handy an hour ago now became a burden. We removed the jackets and wrapped them around the waist. The 16-kilometer trek route involves Gaurikund, Jangal Chatti, Bheembali, Choti Lincholi, Badi Lincholi and base camp to finally Kedarnath. This information of 16 km is quite confusing and misleading at times. The tracking device on our watch measured it as 21 kilometers. The trek up to Bheembali winds its way through dense forests of pine and deodar trees. The fresh mountain air and the scent of these forests provide a rejuvenating experience for trekkers, especially during summer when the trees are in full bloom. The trek is adorned with numerous mountain streams and rivers, gushing with crystal clear water. Crossing these water bodies or resting beside them is a soothing experience. At around 11 am, we stopped over at Bheembali for lunch just beside the gushing Alaknanda river. The river's turquoise waters complement the stunning landscape, and the sound of its rushing waters creates a serene atmosphere along the journey. We covered a distance of 9 kilometers from Gaurikund so far in 6 hours. 5 kilometers from Gaurikund to Jangal Setti and 4 kilometers from there to Bheembali. We started on empty stomach in the morning with a handful of chocolates, a pack of Glucon-D to supplement the glucose needs of the body, and some dry nuts for endurance. Kedarnath is situated at an elevation of approximately 3,583 meters above sea level. Trekking at such high altitudes can be physically demanding, and altitude sickness is a real concern for some trekkers. It is essential to acclimatize properly, stay hydrated, and be aware of the symptoms of altitude sickness. Altitude sickness is a potential challenge for many trekkers in this region. It can cause symptoms like headaches, nausea, dizziness, and shortness of breath. Carrying an oxygen cylinder and altitude sickness pills is always handy if you are an aged person and not used to these kind of terrains. The trek from Bheembali involves steep ascents and descents. In particular, from Choti Lincholi to base camp is an extremely steep ascent. The path is rocky and uneven, making it physically challenging, especially for those who are not accustomed to such terrains. Although the authorities have made good tracks throughout the route, the crowds moving in both directions on the same track, the horsemen, their horses, and palkiwalas make the trek extremely difficult. In addition to that, the dung of the horses makes things worse. If it rains, you'll be walking on the dung swamp of horses. Believe me, you'll be completely stinking like a horse when you reach Kedarnath. Apart from all these, your physical fitness plays an important role in determining the difficulty of the trek. Being in good shape, having experience with hiking or trekking, and maintaining a regular exercise regimen can make the trek more manageable. Trekkers should engage in pre-trek conditioning and training to build stamina and strength. The trek after Badi Lincholi becomes very pleasant with a cool breeze blowing from the snow-capped mountains. At times, the trekkers need to traverse snowy patches and glacial passages, especially if you are trekking in the month of May and June, which can add to difficulty and require suitable gears. From the base camp, the view becomes even more spectacular with snow-capped mountains surrounding from all sides. However, we managed to reach the base camp around 4:30 p.m. Believe me, the last kilometer to Kedarnath Temple was the toughest part, as we were desperate to reach, but the body was completely exhausted and lethargic. Around 5 pm we reached Kedarnath Temple and booked the slot for darshan at 8:30 pm. I will end this video here and will come up with a detailed information on Kedarnath Temple, places to see around, and what are the things that you can do in Kedarnath in our next episode. So, stay connected to our channel and thanks for watching. Let's wander.